Another quick tour starting at the back gate again. So now it's the 1st of June, and we've made a bit more progress. So we had the stump grinder in, and he's made a huge difference, as you can see. So most of our major stumps are now gone. All of them, in fact, are now gone. And we've got a fairly smooth landscape now. So there's some of the remains. There. So now we've got a landscape around the rocks and decide how we're going to deal with this area. So I flattened it out with some wood chips at the top, and we'll see where we go from there. So that centre screen is where the apple tree was, and across here we've got I think that was a cherry tree, that one, the one in the middle there, and that was a couple of maples and a bunch of rocks. Just here we had to break up the path around the base of I think it was a cedar tree, so that's all come out. This is all a bunch of logs from the apple tree that we've saved for our friends who've just moved to a house in Bowen Island, so that's going to be a real housewarming for them. Another weed tree, so we're going to get a smaller stump grinder and probably take out some of these smaller ones ourselves. So just looking back on that part of the garden, see what huge difference it's made. So you refer back to the very first video that I took where you couldn't see the road. There's my truck there, couldn't see that, and certainly couldn't see the neighbour. So around the rest of the garden. So just there, that was another big stump. And you can see more obviously now all of many ferns we've got all over the place, all looking really healthy, especially those by the pond, obviously with the extra moisture. And again, just looking back, so you can see the whole house now. Just started to rain, so this is the first rain we've had. In fact, I don't think we had any at all in May, so that's really good. The plants definitely need it, and the ground's really dry. So this is the only flowering plant we've got in the back garden, which is a rhododendron, and it's seen the best of its blooms. It was actually a huge rambling thing, but I cut it right back, and despite that it still bloomed quite nicely, so that's good. Just around here, this arrangement here of the old fallen logs and the old rocks and ivy and ferns and moss. I'm going to keep that because it's sort of an introduction to the woods. And what we're going to be doing is sort of putting in some paths here, level paths, so that you can meander around without breaking your ankle. Got loads of wood chips we can use for the actual paths themselves, and then we'll also probably line it each side with some rocks. We've got loads of those. And going to cut some steps into the side of this bit of a hill here, so that it's easier to get down to the lower level. So down to the lowest part of the garden now. So there's the other back gate through to the road. Down there is, so you can't see it because there's too much undergrowth, but there's a creek down there, or a river. And then that's the rest of the garden. But just going to have a quick look at the pond. All working properly as it should. So got a load more black pebbles to go in the bottom, and there's actually a waterfall, and there's actually a light in there somewhere. I'll just see, which is great at night. It really makes it nice, lights it all up. So that's it. So I'm just going to take a walk back up to the gate where I started, and then I'll go out the front. Okay, so the truck's in the way. I'm going to move that soon. But we did have a box hedge either side of the front door out the front here, and so what we've done is take that away. We've tidied up the front, put all these different ferns into pots and arranged them so people don't fall over the edge. And then it's made it nice and neat and tidy. So that's a lot better.